Hello, I'm Detective Chief Superintendent Mark Warrender of Gwent Police. I'm the lead for hate crime across Gwent, and I also have a responsibility for the coordination of hate crime across Wales. I'm really pleased today to support the production of this film, which is intended to raise the awareness around mate crime, which is a very specific type of hate crime. Mate crime is wrong, and I hope the film that you'll watch today will give you the ability to recognise what a mate crime is and to have the confidence to report it to the police. You will be supported, and we will together stop this happening. Thank you.
My name is Jen. I have a learning disability and I was a victim of mate crime. Here is my story. I was sitting in my living room one evening on my laptop scrolling through social media. I love using it because it means I can keep in touch with friends and family. I also like to use it to follow Christian pages and to talk with people all over the world. I was looking through one of the pages. A chat box popped up from somebody who asked me to add them as a friend the week before. He was asking about my religion, so he must have seen me commenting on one of the Christian pages. We spoke for hours until early the next morning. He told me all about himself. He lived in Australia and was a very successful businessman. He told me he had received tragic news on that day. He had terminal cancer. I felt awful when he told me, but he spoke about all of the good work that he had done and wanted to donate £1 million from his savings to help Christian projects in the UK. He asked me to look after this money and to give it out to projects. I was so excited. We chatted for a few months and spoke most nights. The chatting did get a little uncomfortable as I think he wanted to be more than friends as well. I didn't want that, so I tried to change the subject. He told me that his savings were stuck in a bank account that he couldn't access for 4 weeks. He needed help with some of his treatment costs to make sure he could get the money and send it to me. I sent him £100 one week. He then needed more. I must have sent thousands of pounds to his account in Australia. I go to People First every week to see some of my friends. I went there one week as I needed to use a scanner to send more money to him. The place I usually use was closed. One of the support workers asked me who the money was for and why I was sending it. She looked really worried and started asking more questions. I showed her my friend on Facebook and she suspected that it was a fake profile. I was told to stop talking to him straight away, and she phoned the police to come and see me. She looked at my friend's account and said it looked really suspicious. It turned out he was in Nigeria and not Australia. The police came and told me that it's a scam that is very common. It took me a long time to realize that it was all a scam. He wasn't a Christian and he certainly wasn't my friend. I felt so embarrassed and was very upset about the whole thing. I hope my story will warn others about the dangers of talking to strangers online. I didn't get any of my money back, but I certainly have learned a lot about social media.
Mate crime is just about as low as anyone can get. To consciously take advantage of a vulnerable person to steal their money, their possessions, or to abuse them in some other way is a crime that most right-minded people would think was absolutely horrendous and totally unacceptable. I'm very pleased to be able to fund this project through my partnership fund, which ironically is a sum of money that we get through the Proceeds of Crime Act, where the ill-gotten gains of criminals are ploughed back into communities so that they can be put to good use.